welcome to Great Sports and Humor. Today I have two Arsenal fans here with me. They're going to be discussing some topics with me. On my right I have Lariano. On my left, Sake. So, let's dive into it. Arsenal. Now, club, Abi?
Yes.
Arsenal, where I'm so making no vex for the things I want to talk about Arsenal.
Yes,
So, inside, yeah? Sometimes. So, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, who are the better season? Sake first.
When you say a better season, I don't like that word better.
Why?
I prefer a successful season. Who are the more successful season?
Who are the more successful
Yes.
season? Okay.
When you talk about being better, you compare the three of them
Okay.
together in a particular competition.
Okay.
And three of them were in Premier League together.
Okay.
So when you compare the positions they ended up with, Arsenal was the better team among the three of them.
Okay.
But when you say who are the more successful season, Arsenal didn't have that.
Okay.
Because the other two teams won a trophy in different competitions.
And Arsenal didn't win.
And
it.
Arsenal didn't win.
Okay.
But they were not in those competitions.
Okay.
Okay, imagine that Arsenal was in the Conference League.
Would you have won it?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Imagine that Arsenal was in the Europa League. Would you have won it?
Definitely.
Have you been in the Europa League before?
Tottenham were
No.
18th place.
A direct question.
No,
Have you been in the Europa League before?
we have been.
Did you win it?
In those seasons, listen to me. No,
You're not answering.
No.
Have you been in the Europa League before?
Yes, we have.
Did you win it?
We did not.
So what's the guarantee that if you had played in the Europa League this season, you have won it?
In those teams that you referenced,
Yeah.
the teams from Champions League came down to the Europa League. And those teams are even better than the Europa League teams. So those teams gave more competition to the Europa League teams and they won.
Unlike this year Europa League.
That nothing came down.
To Europa League.
So invariably, those teams that they were better than the teams in the Europa League. That's why Arsenal struggled in the Europa League.
Okay, Sake, sorry to buttress on that. If assuming Arsenal was in this year Europa League and compare what we did in the league, Arsenal facing Tottenham home and away, facing Man U home and away, assuming we meet in the Europa League, both in quarterfinals, semi-finals, or finals with any of these teams, Arsenal would have triumphed against these two teams. Because Arsenal won Tottenham this season. Man U, one win, one draw. Okay, Man U 2 draws. 1 win, 1 draw. Tottenham, home and away, clear. So you can't compare these two teams. I'd expected you to call Man City in. Who had a better season this season? Arsenal, Man City, Tottenham, and Man U.
Okay,
so I think Arsenal had a better season.
To you, Arsenal had a better season, right? Or is a more successful season?
Me, I'm people saying the better
season.
Yes.
Okay, to you said you don't want to use the word better. So who are the most successful season of the three teams that we mentioned?
The other two teams had successful seasons than Arsenal.
And Arsenal.
Yeah.
Okay, so
because they won trophies.
for the fans.
Alright, okay, so you have said what you have to say. I'm an Arsenal fan, so this is how Arsenal fans give excuses. They said, according to this man, that better and successful are two different words. Somebody is better than you, somebody is more successful than you. Why did you start the season? What is your goal at the beginning of the season? To win a trophy, right? And you didn't win any. Somebody else who had the same goal with you won a trophy, and you say you are better than the person. How? My brother, hold on. You want to build a house, you plan to build house this year. This other man planned to build house this year too. At the end of the year, you couldn't build your house. The other man was able to build his house. Was he more successful than you that year? The answer is yes. Now, coming to you, Larry, you said the other Champions League teams didn't come down to Europa League this season because they changed the format. Yes, but there is no guarantee that even if Arsenal had competed in any of the other two competitions, that they would have won. Arsenal has a course. Arteta has a semi-final course. Arteta has played in 5 semi-finals. He has only been able to win 1.
In as much as he won one, it's not a cost again.
There's a tendency that you can see.
In as much as he won one,
It's the first one.
it's never a cost again.
That's the first one.
And
then they are not been
calm
able to win.
down. Club, same things happened to club. Was that means club had a final cost. Club played so many finals, but he was able to win one. And the COVID,
So,
he played so many finals.
okay, so it's COVID that broke the cost.
COVID broke that. One thing there is, my brother, Sapi, one thing there is, Arsenal, Arteta, Arteta coming to Arsenal. I always say this, where Arteta met Arsenal and where Arsenal is today, I wouldn't say Arteta is cost.